Why a nihilist believes in fate. This speech will inform listeners about how moral nihilism differs from the popular understanding of nihilism. As a result of this speech, the audience will have a deeper understanding of what nihilism is. I've been researching nihilism for about 4 years, and I'm genuinely curious about the culture and the people surrounding the idea and the notion that either nothing exists or that everything that we believe is an illusion, or that whatever else it may entail, which I will go into deeper in the speech. My four points today will be to define what nihilism is and some of the different branches of nihilism, to explain the Big Bang pool theory, and to elaborate on what is left after someone doesn't believe in anything, or that anything exists, or there is no intrinsic moral value. A lot of people have misunderstandings on what exactly nihilism is, so based off of philosophybasics.com, which is a wonderful philosophy site, nihilism is the philosophical position which argues that being, especially past and current human existence, is without objective meaning, purpose, comprehensible truth, or essential values. Basically, that means that people who say they are a nihilist don't believe that either anything is special about our existence, anything doesn't exist, or that there's no meaning for our existence. And that is gone more in depth on each different branch or sect of nihilism. And some of those, like metaphysical nihilism, have already been used in religions worldwide. For example, the Buddha very much preaches some of the ideas of metaphysical nihilism. Metaphysical nihilism is the theory that there are no objects, or that objects do not exist, and therefore empiric reality is an illusion. Or the theory that there may or might have been no objects at all, ever. Another sect of nihilism, which I tend to lean more towards, would be moral nihilism. Moral nihilism is the meta-ethical view that ethical claims are generally false, meaning that there is no intrinsic moral leanings towards the universe. If someone does something wrong, it's only wrong in the confines of their culture, not wrong to the universe. There are no universal rights or wrongs. So if you believe in moral nihilism, where does that really come from? Why does someone who feels like there's no value in anything, how can they still keep going, or how can they still believe that there's a reason? Well, the Big Bang pool theory states something along the lines of this. Pool players have faith. They have faith that when they hit a ball a certain way, it'll go in a certain direction and it'll bounce off things in the way that they're anticipating. So if you hit a pool ball with a certain speed and a certain trajectory, it will go the same way if you hit it once, twice, 1,000 times. The same thing applies if the Big Bang happened once, twice, 1,000 times over. Which means once, twice, 1,000 times over, I'd be here giving you this speech. So even with the idea of free will, you don't have free will, because we would still be back here 1,000 times over and I would be saying the same things. And at first it's kind of worrisome for a lot of people, but there's a freeing aspect to nihilism. And that is that once you break your bonds with cultural taboos, you can find your true self without feeling like you need to be restricted in order to fit in. Once you feel like there is nothing empirically correct about the universe, you start finding meaning within your own life. Even though there is no meaning for you to exist, you can find meaning within your existence. It's a lot of things to think about in 6 minutes. It's a lot of things to write about in 6 minutes. But if anything can be taken away from this, it's no matter what you believe, no matter how you see it, the object of existence should be to stay and maintain your happiness. Thank you.